What's up, creative crew? Welcome back. Last year, I showed you how to swap backgrounds in portraits using my Configure workflow. Check this out. On the left, we've got our original photo. On the right, that's our AI-generated version. Notice how the faces look almost identical? That's a solid 90% match. But hold on to your keyboards. The new ACE Plus tag cranks that similarity up to 99%. Crazy upgrade, right? Let's check out some images created with this awesome new workflow. Alright squad, let's crack open the ACE Plus GitHub page together. Quick favor before we start, smash that start button to support the devs. It takes 2 seconds and makes huge difference for them. Before we get cooking, we need to grab one special ingredient, the ACE Plus model. Heads up, this isn't the main face login model, but when you mix it with Flux Redux, pure magic. I'll show you exactly how to work this power combo later. Here's the download drill. Click the button here and it'll zip you straight to Hugging Face. Pro tip, treat this like your regular LoRa's. Pause it in the same folder you use for those. Ready to see how these pieces fit together? Let's fire up the workflow. Quick recap for the squad. We are supercharging last year's background swap magic with ACE Plus tag. Remember how we nailed 90% face similarity before? Buckle up. We are hitting near perfect 99% matches now. Mind-blowing upgrades, am I right? Now here's the kicker. 80% of these nodes are identical to our original setup. New here? Definitely check my previous tutorial first. Link waiting in the description. Ready for the grand review? Let's dissect this souped up workflow live. Alright, node ninjas. Let's break down this first cluster. This is where the magic starts. We are loading up 3 Flux-based models. First up, Pixel Wave, our background wizard. This bad boy generates fresh scenes like it's painting with lightning. Pro tip, any Flux checkpoint works here. Try any cool ones lately? Let me know in the comments. Next, meet Tcache. Think of it as your workflow's double shot espresso. Cuts generation times while keeping quality crispy. Then we've got Redux rocking the style references, and a Flux Fields GGF version handling in painting like a boss. Swing your eyes right. See those 2 LoRa's? The ACE Plus portrait model is our secret source for face consistency. Below it, the Turbo LoRa lets like hitting hyperspace. We're talking 4 renders in just 8 steps. Now let's roll to node group 2. Here we can load the image. The third node group is where the background magic happens. Notice how her hairstyle, outfit, and pose stay consistent between images? That's Redux working like a Hollywood clone machine. By generating the subject and background together using style reference with Redux, we get seamless integration that looks totally natural. The reference image is located in the second node group. The Redux Advanced node transforms our reference shot into a perfect square canvas. Just make sure your subject's dead center. Want to fine-tune the framing? Let's bounce back to node group 2. Alright, let's break this down step by step. First, I've used the image remove BG node to delete the background here. But since I don't want a full body shot, I'll go to the preview bridge node and erase her feet and shoes manually. Pro tip, if you do want a full body portrait, just skip this step. Leave the preview bridge untouched and you're all set. Now look at all this empty space around her after removing the background. If I don't tighten this up, she'll look tiny in the final image. No worries, grab the crop by mask node to trim the edges. But wait, sometimes the original photo has 0 extra space around the subject. When that happens, the crop by mask tool can't do much. That's where the path image for outpainting node saves the day. It literally adds breathing room to the image. Check this example. The bright's off center to the right. To fix it, I'll use the path image node to stretch the right side. Now she's centered. Easy fix, right? The fourth group is all about fixing bad hands. Then in group 5, I'll crop the face from the new background and line it up next to the original face. Why? When we move to the next step, we'll use the original face as a reference while inpainting the masked area. This keeps the facial feature consistent. No uncanny valley vibes. Face consistency has 3 layers here. First, the side-by-side face reference. Second, Redux uses the cropped face or the original face as its guide. Third, that ACE Plus LoRa model we added earlier is the final piece. Combine all 3 and boom, 99% face match. Now let's move on to the final group. This node cuts out the new generated face so we can use it. Then we'll use this node to place the new face back into the image with a new background. If the skin looks too smooth or fake, I've got a skin detailing workflow. Links in the description. It adds colors, textures, all that juicy realism. And that's it. Hope this workflow saves you hours of frustration. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next tutorial.